What's up, everybody? Easy here from the DFS Whisperers, coming live with an NBA preseason video.
AJ here. How's everybody doing?
Hope everybody had a nice night. Once again, the content killed it, player pool killed it. Of course, tonight, 9 times out of 10, there won't be an updated player pool because, let's be honest, we just wanted to do this video for fun and, help out the few people that don't really know where to go on this slate. Because even though all the plays are obvious, like you saw this morning, preseason stuff can still happen. Like if you played Bron and AD, of course they were the chalks of the slate, but they only played one quarter each, and AD ended up getting hurt anyway. So
and you could have still easily cashed, but even with the mediocrity that happened.
Yep. But if you didn't have Caris LeVert and Taurean Prince, your chances were slim.
Exactly.
So we're trying to see if we could find you that Taurean Prince and Caris LeVert just in case the stars don't show up. I haven't even done a news run yet, to be honest, so I guess that's about the only thing I can update is news and playing time. But, without further ado, let's just get into it, man.
Awesome.
Get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And when you get that homework out the way, you get automatically qualified into the Draft Dashboard $20 giveaway. Draft Dashboard is the channel tool you see right here. They give away $20 on our channel every week. So whenever we're shooting the Monday Night Football video, which look out for the final look football video sometime later today. And whenever we're shooting the Monday night video is when we announce the winner. So it'll be either on the NBA Monday night or the football Monday night video. But, it's a one-game slate. I need to just get through this quick. But
well, we know Devin Booker's in play.
Yeah,
we know
I know.
CJ McCollum's in play.
Go ahead.
No. But basically, I was saying Dame Lillard, I'm still kind of iffy about because I don't know what Terry Stotts is going to do with him. I know last game he only played 15 minutes. If he runs them 20 minutes, you may could take a stab at him. But I'm more higher on CJ. What about you?
Yeah, and by the way, I'm just gonna do this. Draft Dashboard is a cool DFS tool. You got the top players of the day, the position optimizer, that breaks down all the stats down to a T, as you see right here. You get everything in your face, like the projected points, projected value, the hit percentage, which is a major player in the regular season, which shows you the amount chance a player hits 5 times value, because if you're playing cash, you want 5 times value. And if you're playing GPP, before you can even think of 10x value, you got to get the 5 times value first to maximize your chances. You get the Vegas totals, their fantasy points per minute. You get the, the last 5 that they've played and the last 5 they played versus that team, and many, many more good stats. You got the sleepers and studs, the player trends. You got the scary accurate lineup optimizer, which breaks down everything down to a T. You got the your watch players, which is basically your player pool. And if you click your watch players, and then if you use the link down below to get Draft Dashboard for $1 for your first 30 days, you get to see our custom player pool, where all you got to do is just tap on Watch DFS Whisperers picks, and all our players show up in your player pool as well. And you got the NBA cheat sheet for those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to do research. The cheat sheet is here to save your life. But let's get into it, man. You already said Devin Booker, Lillard, McCollum, they're all in play. For me, one of the main reasons I wanted to do this video is kind of, talk about strategy and which way would you like to go on this slate. Me personally, I like a big at captain today.
Likewise.
Yeah.
So I'm either going to throw Whiteside or Ayton.
Yeah, that's pretty much me too. I like Whiteside at captain. He's probably going to be my most exposed captain unless there's any slate breaking news that comes out. So I guess you could still check back by 30 minutes before the slate starts to see, 30 to 15 minutes before the slate starts to see if there was any updates. 30 minutes before the slate or 15 minutes before the slate, I'll still put a comment down there if there's any update or not. So just look out for it. But me personally, Whiteside is my favorite captain, then Ayton, then Devin Booker. As you can see, Whiteside has a ridiculous history against Phoenix Suns, but Suns is one of those teams where
big
you
versus
attack bigs versus them. And if anything happens to Whiteside, I have a lot of interest in Zach Collins at captain as well. He doesn't have the best history against them, but as you can see, if he gets minutes, he could put up a 25 or more.
And I just like, honestly, Zach Collins off the bench, period.
Yeah,
but we know he started last game.
Yeah,
but
this season he's most likely going to be starting at least till Nurkic is back.
Yeah, and so he, like I know on the last slate he started because Whiteside was out, but he's still going. They're going to move him to power forward.
He still should be their power forward because they don't have because. Yeah, with Nurkic being out, they still need him to play. And, they lost Aminu as well to Orlando Magic, so I could see him starting easily. Myers Leonard is in Miami now, so really
Jake Layman is gone too.
Jake Layman is gone as well.
So that's why I have such heavy interest in Zach Collins.
Yeah, so he still could see some good minutes, and he could put in a good performance.
Almost done.
But Kelly Oubre, I like him as well. His last game was his first game in the preseason. As you can see here, he has a 33, 46, 37, 35, and a 30 in his last 5 against Portland. So if you hear any news that he's going to be playing, or at least playing more minutes like 25 or 30, which some teams may start to do nowadays because we're only 10 days away from the regular season right now.
Right.
So you'll start seeing teams that are only playing 4 games ramp up the minutes for their starters, and teams that are playing like either 5 or the rare team that'll play 6 may start resting their players a little bit more. You already saw Chicago started off tomorrow and yesterday, and tomorrow they play again, so we need to see what they do. But it's that time where news gets more and more valuable, but the beauty of it is the edge gets better as well. Because if you do your deep research, like yesterday with the Kobe Whites and the Gaffers, the Benders, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, when you do your research and just follow us through social media and here, you get a big edge against the other people you're playing against, because most people do not do as much research as you'll think. You can just tell by the ownership numbers. Like, some of them are just ridiculous. Like, how was Giannis not 80% owned yesterday? I will never know.
And as high as we were on Nickeil Alexander-Walker, this guy was only 6%.
No ownership at all.
Virtually no ownership. So
and this dude put up a 33 in 1 quarter, basically.
So basically, by watching us, you do get those sneaky plays that still, at the end of the day, not a lot of people will be on.
Yep. As you can see, Mario Hezonja has a crazy ceiling game. Had a crazy ceiling game last year against... against Phoenix. He's an interesting player. I need to see more about their minutes tonight. Devin Booker is definitely a captain option. As you can see, nowhere near his ceiling game, but he sure did have other players' dream game with a 69-point game against Portland. And he's also had a 50, 32, and a 36. So if you look at Devin Booker and Oubre alone, both of them have literally floor games in their last 5 against Portland as 30 and 32. That's ridiculous. So let's say they want to use this matchup as a dress rehearsal match. And then their next game, both teams rest more players, which we all know Portland, Terry Stotts, he's more prone to resting his players. But as the preseason goes on, he does let them play at least 26 to like 28 minutes. And last season, preseason, we knew that was more than enough for Dame to put up a triple-double. He did it before. So I like him. I mean, he has great history against Phoenix as well, as you can see. A 51, 63, 47, 40, and a 35. So his floor is 35 against this team. CJ, his floor is a 30 against this team. So if they use this game as a dress rehearsal, there can be points to be scored. This will look like a regular season showdown, basically.
That's really going to be the key.
Yeah.
What's it going to look like? Is it going to be?
Because even Ayton has had 2 decent games against Portland as well with a floor of 29. So the core plays. Zach Collins is a sneaky play. Scott Labissiere is always going to be a sneaky play. I mean, he's the late season, preseason GOAT. As you can see, last game put up a 30. Scott Labissiere, man, when it's late season NBA, you just can't have a late season NBA without Scott Labissiere putting up 50 one time. And you can't have a preseason slate without him eventually putting up a big score as well. So We're going to keep tabs on Scott Labissiere. Dario Saric's price just looks so low right here. And he's had a ceiling game against Portland before with that 47. And he's going to be having a bigger role here and on this team. And another player that seems super mispriced is Tyler Johnson.
Most of.
Now, even with Zach Collins, actually, when I think about it, he can still come off the bench. That's if they start Hezonja. Because Hezonja can't play power forward and they let Rodney Hood start at small forward. But we got to see what they do once the news breaks on who's starting and who's not. But
I will say also too, if it turns out that the sleepers end up getting some run later on in the game, I would take a stab at Gary Trent Jr. too. Yeah. That's if that's if it's not a dress rehearsal.
That was my summer league plays right there.
Yeah,
Gary
so
Trent.
If they give him some major fourth quarter run, he could hit value. I look for him as a deep sleeper option.
Yep, we got face mask Aaron Baines as well. I highly doubt that I'll roster Aaron Baines though. To be honest.
I don't know about him, but
I mean, Frank Kaminsky, he's always interesting. As you can see, he's had a 27 and a 32
Frank
against
the Tank.
Portland. Yep, Frank the Tank, boy. He's had some good nights over here.
Loved him in Charlotte.
And Anafri Simmons, the future as well. If Dame's not playing much, you want to roster him. But sometimes he could be so shaky for DFS, even though he did have some good summer league games.
Mikal Bridges is mainly a 3-and-D guy. I don't know if I love him in a preseason game.
Yeah, but I mean, he can still put it up though.
He could. If those shots are falling, he could do his thing.
And finally, $2,600 Tyler Johnson is definitely a player that I'll be using for salary relief. I don't care what he scores, but I will be using him. That's just about it. And these are all, my favorite plays for both Fanduel and Draftkings, which are both our favorite plays, really. And, before I leave, just optimize a free lineup here. I always forget to do that. But this one gave us Dame at captain, Tyler Johnson, Booker, McCollum, and Hezonja. I actually like that a ton. I might make some changes to it.
If Dame gets major run, then I do like him. I just wasn't sure what Terry Stotts is going to do with him.
Yep, I might mess around with it a little bit, but I definitely can play something like this. Yeah. And for FanDuel, the biggest part of it is where you place your players. Like, for my MVP, star, and pro spots, I want to have two bigs. At least in either the MVP, star, or pro spot. I want to have two bigs there. And then one of the star guards. And then when it comes to value, that's not hard to find. But they gave us on FanDuel Dame at captain again with Ayton, CJ McCollum, Hezonja, and Kelly Oubre used up all the salary. So those are two free lineups right there. So once again, if you want to sign up to Draft Dashboard, get our custom player pool and the whole nine, just use the link down below to sign up. It's $1 for your first 30 days. And any final thoughts, AJ?
Nothing much. That's pretty much it. Like I said, thing about showdowns is you want to be sneaky with the captain spot. Try to target a captain with a high upside, but who's going to be lowly owned.
Yeah.
So that's why one of the big reasons we're running the bigs at captain Ayton and what's his name, Whiteside. A lot of people are probably gonna try to throw a Dame or a Booker at it, but we're not against the move. But if it's a dress rehearsal, it's actually a solid move.
Yep.
But with that being said, and also make sure you get you at least one deep league sleeper if you're trying to take down a big GPP.
Yeah, for sure.
But as always, we wish each and every one of you a nice hefty bag. Let's go out there and let's make money on this sweet DFS Saturday.
I forgot. I was supposed to give somebody a shout out who knew what FFF meant, but I'll get you on the next video.
I know the name, but I don't want to butcher it.
And shout out to the boy D Nice as well, and DFS Sweet Boy.
D Nice, where is D Nice?
Yep, shout out to D Nice and DFS Sweet Boy, and Dylan No Fee. And everybody else, that's been sending us your screenshots for the takedowns, Zay Charles and them. Shout out to everybody, man.
Been getting a lot of, messages and love on Twitter. And like I said,
DFS Sweet Boy took down FanDuel last night with the player pool.
Awesome.
And D-Nice almost basically took the quarters and a dollar contest.
D-Nice, you're living up to your name. That's what's up.
Yeah, I should throw D-Nice up in there.
You should, bro. But as always, guys, we do wish you, each and every one of you, a nice hefty bag. I think I already said that. Yeah. And you know what else?
We out
here. Whisper Squad.
And D-Nice said I keep interrupting. I'm like, what you talking